a time of unconditional giving. And this holiday season, I want to give you the gift of my story. It's not quite unconditional though, because I'm hoping in sharing it with you that you'll see me. And I admit, I want you to like me. Many of you know that this is my first year being a tantric facilitator. And many of you also know that I grew up with a really religious background. So living in California is such a difference from when I was a little girl praying in Utah. Please, God, let me die before I mess up and can't come home. So many nights, that was my prayer. I never felt like I belonged here. Earth wasn't my home. Then I heard about Jesus, and I resonated with him. He became my best friend, and I told him everything. My hopes, my fears, my triumphs, my pain. And when no one else was there for me, he would hold me. But then at church, I learned that he died for our sins, for my sins. And I was determined not to hurt him. So I decided I wasn't going to sin. I gave up so much for Jesus. Especially my sexuality. My sexuality was so much a part of who I am that it persisted in dreams and journaling. And I eventually found a tantric community in San Diego. Well, for the next 3 years, I made a monthly pilgrimage from Utah out to California. And on one of those journeys, I began questioning everything that I thought I knew. The discrepancy between my newfound friends and my religion back at home. Well, my thoughts turned to a dear friend that had recently passed. And he was so open and loving and living life so sexually expressed. All of a sudden, pure knowledge started pouring into me. Not his thoughts, but his feelings. I felt like only a small part of me remained in my body, while the rest went somewhere else. Oh, are you okay?
Yes, I'm wonderful.
I'm so curious. How were you received? Were you judged? Or were you accepted just the way that you are?
You know, it's just pure love. It's complete, unconditional love. There is no right. There is no wrong. It's just pure joy.
Oh. And as my friend spoke, I felt the joy and love and acceptance that he was talking about. And then I felt our divine family surround us.
We, the hosts of heaven, appreciate the work, the opening that's being done by your community leaders.
You thought we loved them in spite of the work they do.
We love them because of the work they do. They are pioneers.
And suddenly my doubts dissolved. I didn't realize at that time that they were also talking about me. Well, I made it to San Diego, and I met with a dear friend and mentor. So that's my vision. Do you think I'm crazy?
Well, maybe. But aren't we all a little crazy? That's what makes us unique.
You see me. You really understand. I think I'm finally ready. Will you make love to me? But before you say yes. You have to understand. Oh, as a little girl, I was raped. And I had that choice taken away from me. And then I gave up my sexuality for Jesus and my religion. Oh, then I got married. And I was so excited because it was okay. I was going to get to explore all the things I always wanted to try. But sex opened up old wounds for both my husband and I. And it actually hurt. And it became something that felt more like a chore and something I was supposed to do to be a good wife. But today, I had a choice. And my husband's permission. Will you make love to me?
Yes.
He said yes. And it was amazing. We touched God. And I realized sex and spirit can be one. All I wanted to do was go back again and again in communion with him. I felt like he was my only access there. But he wouldn't go back with me. He said that I could go there, that I could access that myself. And I was determined to go back there. So I took so many classes and did so much work on myself. Then, a year and a half later, I had a seeker knock at my door with his own crazy story.
So that's my story. Am I crazy?
Well, maybe. But does crazy have to be a bad thing?
Well, I don't know. It's just that you really see me.
I do see you. And you are so gifted.
What do I do with these gifts? What next? Will you show me?
Yes. Okay, go slow. Feel you. Feel me. And then feel us. And imagine you can send all of your energy up through your lingam and touch every one of my chakras. My sex. My power center. My heart.
I remember you. This feels like a reunion.
Oh, yes, but keep going. It gets so much better.
Oh, yes.
Feel my throat, my third eye. Oh, feel my crown. And then even beyond that, that's where we can truly touch the divine.
Oh my God, I feel Jesus here with me.
It's really so lovely. It feels so different from the little girl I once was.
You're not different at all.
I sure feel different. Well, I feel okay, like I can be me, like I'm loved.
Put your doubts away. You haven't corrupted this man. He's been freed.
I finally had my do-over on my terms. And I realized what I've been told countless times before, that I was the teacher that I've been searching for all along. All of my teachers told me that I was the gateway, that I could access the divine through myself. And I knew it. I touched God in prayer and in vision. But there was something so powerful, so extraordinary in communing with another, that I still wrestle with the paradox of wanting to find that wholeness within me and longing to go back there in lovemaking with a partner. The ironic thing is that Tantra teaches us it doesn't have to be either or. It can be both, a yes and. Ultimately, what it comes back to is what Jesus always said. Where two or more are gathered in my name, I am there with you.